Good evening, Crown Confederation, and welcome back to Wizard101 again. I feel like I say this every video now, but I apologize for the break. School, work, many different things, they get in the way. So, that's basically what it boils down to. It is a bit more sporadic than I would like, but I'll try my best here. Just hopefully when school ends in the summer, it can be a bit more consistent, depending on my work schedule. Anyway, we're back. It's Crocotopia. We've still got a few things to do in Wizard City, so I think I'm going to handle that first, because we're missing the Smith in Colossus Boulevard. I think that tip was talking about spellements. I don't remember. But while we're here, we can collect our next crafting quest from William in Crocotopia.
Are you thirsty for knowledge? I can help. So, Miss Dangletree sent you to me, eh? From the looks of you, you're still a novice crafter. Only able to craft one thing at a time before resting. Under my teaching, you'll earn another crafting slot. You'll be able to craft 2 items at once. I need you to go and make 2 rings of insight to demonstrate to me that you know what you're doing. Bring them back to me, and we'll talk.
So aggressive. You look like a nice grandma, kind of. Alright, Ring of Insight. 4 parchment, 6 stone. I need 2 of them, so it's 8 and 12. All reagents that we can get in Crocotopia when we get here. Also, there's Grizzleheim, so maybe just to truly ultra level. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore these for now. Oh, I guess we don't have access to Crocotopia or Grizzleheim just yet for old fishing buddy. I don't remember when you get access to that world. I think it's level 20. And I'm currently level 12. Oh, also, speaking of level 12, new things have unlocked, like daily quests.
Aha! You've seen the signs, haven't you? Why, signs of the end of the spiral, of course. Peculiarities, instances of pure impossibility. You may not have seen them yet, but you will. The Gravulum Order has detected increasing numbers of Pecrons all across the spiral. Pecrons? Why, they're invisible micro-magic particles that exist and don't exist at the same time. In concentration, they create peculiarities. That's the theory, at least. The Gravulum Order is dedicated to investigating this frightening trend, and we need your help. Take this Gravulum badge and get a reading from the Gobblers on Colossus Boulevard. Do this, and we might even invite you into the Order.
I don't know if I want in the order, but sure, why not? Also at level 12 is Monstrology, which is an interesting system, but certainly a system.
Can I help you? Oh, yes, of course. You're the one I was told about. I'm Principal Monstrologist, Gilderberg. Thanks for coming. Headmaster Ambrose is allowing me to recruit talented and studious young wizards for an exciting new elective program, Monstrology. It's an ancient practice from my home world, Albion, and I've come to share Monstrology throughout the spiral. So let's get started.
Albion is not a world that we have access to yet. Probably because of another game known as Albion Online. I don't know if they got in trouble for trademarking.
The motto of Monstrology is Know Thine Enemy. You'll learn to profile your enemy, extract their strengths, and use them to your benefit. We use special monstrological extract spells to enchant damage spells, which can then capture an enemy's very essence, or animus. An enchanted spell that deals damage will result in extraction of 1 animus. Plus, an additional animus is extracted with a defeating hit. Now pay attention here, cause this is very important. To formally collect the animus you've extracted, you must win the duel. Once you've successfully collected an enemy's animus, their profile is added to your Monstrology tome, so you can reference them at any time. There's much more to Monstrology than that, of course, but I find find 'tis easier to do than to listen. It's high time for some field work. Take this extract undead animus spell and use it to capture the animus of any undead enemy you'd like to profile. Well, almost any. Since you're new to monstrology, you'll want to tussle with a low-level enemy to maximize your chances of animus extraction. Start with the lost souls on Unicorn Way. Extract one lost soul animus, then return here and we'll wrap up your introduction to monstrology.
Nice. So we have a new spell and a new badge saying I'm a rookie monstrologist. All of that good stuff. So we can do that and access the world of monstrology. But Abner also had something from the tooltip. Let's see what it was.
Hi there, Wizard. I'm Abner. Oh, you're that wizard. Anyway, I'm Abner K. Doodle, PhD candidate and special assistant to the headmaster. What does the special assistant to the headmaster do, you may be wondering? I'm basically Ambrose's gopher, but class credit is class credit. Today, I'm tasked with informing everyone about spellements. You may already be familiar with them, but allow me to go into more detail. Spellements are a special type of reagent that you can collect to unlock new, rare spells, or to customize spells you may already know. There are several ways to collect spellements, by completing quests, defeating certain bosses, participating in special events, and even crafting. You can access your spellements by using the spell writing button on the top right of your spell deck page. Note, spellements get harder to find when you're too powerful for a world, but they'll appear again when you move to more challenging worlds. Well, that's everything Ambrose's note says about spellements. I'll let you know if and when more information pops up. Until then, happy spell writing! Here, use these to get started in upgrading your first spell.
Oh yeah, I forget they give you a free. So, into spell writing, it kind of delves into two tiers, two types of spells. You can either just increase damage, which is fine. And by that I mean just narrow the range and maybe have a tiny bit more on the high-end damage, which is, it's Dark Sprite. Or there's basically the PvP track that everyone describes it, which is involving the gambits and stuff. So for example, down here it's 65 death damage and gambit shield ward, so a shield I have, and then a minus 45 all school type hex, or maybe not hex, I forget what they're called, anti-charm. But so basically if I use the spell and I have a shield, it will put a minus 45 on the enemy, which actually doesn't sound too bad, honestly. So I'm going to pick that variant. At least I believe I picked that variant. Yes. It could come in handy. It comes like a... oh, wait, I do want that, because I need that. It comes in handy usually on boss fights. Like, obviously, it's mostly meant for PvP. But early game, it can be helpful because, you know, with hard boss fights, you can shield stack and then cover them in 45 minuses. But then also comes the trade-off of deck space, because you can't just spam them with Dark Sprite and shields. It doesn't super work as well as you expect it to. Alright, let's collect your soul, Mr. Lost Soul. I actually have to draw the monstrology spell first. I also should upgrade my pet because he's adult and has no happiness. Like, at all, so he's not helping me right now. Unless he's... I forget what he has. I can't check because I'm in combat right now. Extract... So it's an enchant, it goes onto your spell, and then you cast it, and you have to be around the same rank. So I'm a rank 1 monstrologist, these are rank 1 monsters, so it's about even. So I should get 2, 1 for hitting it, and 1 for it being the defeating hit. Collected 2 Lost Soul Animus. Perfect. And I can take that out. Also, these sacrifices I probably don't need. Must have been a spell I recently learned. Anyway, gold is 72,000, so I can't breed right now. Vigilant is just extra strength. Yeah, he's literally not helping me at all right now. So if I can get a more helpful pet to help speed up the questing process, that would be nice. There is one that most people go for. It's a gloomy eye that gives like a death version of Humongo Frog, which early AoEs are incredible, and death doesn't get one for a while. Life and death are the two that don't get one.
Were you able to extract an animus from an undead enemy? Aye? Cracking! Now it's time I show you the myriad ways monstrologists use animus. The monstrology tome, notwithstanding, my personal favourite application of an animus is to create a summon monster treasure card. It's like an echo of the enemy you extracted it from, which can be summoned in combat, not unlike the way one summons a minion. You can also create an expel monster treasure card that's basically an instant defeat, one-shot silver bullet against a particular monster. If used the proper lodgings, animus can also be used to create house guests, as well as monster echoes that your friends can jewel. And don't worry if your house isn't equipped with a Joe sigil. That's what the Monster Dome is for. Now, if you've any questions, or simply feel the need for a refresher, consult the Monstromnibus here at any time. And remember, as your monstrology level increases, so does the amount of monstrological spells you're privy to. So, keep an eye out for me in your journeys throughout the spiral. Until then, welcome to monstrology. Go on then, get cracking.
She says it's rank. It's not really. No, I didn't want the book. I didn't want that book. It's mostly, they're all the same levels. It's mostly just the 100,000 gold that you have to dump into it, which, no thanks. I don't have that kind of funding right now. Also, this quest is bugged, so I'm just gonna hide it. Oh, Malorn has a quest for me. A spell quest, you say? At least I hope. That would be nice. I would like a new spell. Can you help me through Croc, maybe? Do I actually? No. Can't learn Vampire yet.
So I hope you're ready for your next spell. Think you're up for it, Wizard? You'll have to prove yourself in combat. Since you cannot perform combat here in Ravenwood, go see Kirby Longspear on Colossus Boulevard. I trust Kirby to rate your fighting skills.
Okay. Interesting. I wonder if Malorn would give me, or not Malorn, if Dorgan would have given me that quest if I was closer. Because obviously the quest finder said, oh, gardening. I forgot about that. That's why you click this quest finder. If you want to collect everything. I forgot about the gardening. From the life professor.
As the professor of life magic, it falls to me to tell you about a wonderful new activity available to students. I speak of gardening. Students at Ravenwood can plant and grow amazing plants in their dormitory rooms or castles. Wizards of all schools can garden, so my hope is that every student will learn the joy of shepherding new life. There is so much to learn about gardening, and I know just the person to teach you. Seek out Farley in Gollum Court. He will explain the basics of gardening to you.
Alright. Farley in Gollum Court. Yet another side activity. Oh, Merle has something for me too. That's probably Grizzleheim. Unless it's something else. I have no idea. We can talk to him before we head to Gollum Court. Just so we grab everything before setting out and doing everything they ask of me. Even though I already kind of broke that with the monstrology, but whatever. Hey, Merle. It is Grizzleheim, I knew it.
Your arrival is well timed. I must ask for your assistance once more. As you know, there are many worlds in the spiral. Wizard City is one, and you likely know of others. One of these worlds is Grizzleheim, a cold and wintry place peopled with fierce warriors. The Grizzleheim World Tree was once linked to the rest of the spiral, but the contact was lost. We thought it was destroyed. Bartleby now informs me that the portal to Grizzleheim is now active, and travel there is possible. Oh, fortuitous news indeed. We have great need of friends in this dark time. Go to Grizzleheim and make allies of the fierce warriors dwelling there. You should speak to their king.
I'll take care of that. Now the real question is, do I do all of Grizzleheim in one go, or do I stray off the beaten path and, well, first let's check this. Nightside, new. We'll do the Gollum Court first. Or do I stray off the beaten path and do it in the segments like they expect you to? Even though it's not really necessary. Not sure. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Greetings, my little wizard friend. You look like you're in need of some learning, and I'm happy to oblige. And if it's not too much trouble, I'll ask you for a small favor once I've finished yapping. So, where to start? Well, let me tell you about how gardening works. It all begins with the tiniest of things, a seed. That's it, a seed. Do you have a seed with you? Surely you must. What's that? You don't? Oh dear. And we're off to a poor start. Tell you what, will you run over to speak to Blossom, the life tree in the midst of Ravenwood? Ask her for a seed. Any type will do. She should set you up with something to get you started. Be off then, will ya?
Yet another question I have is, if you already have a seed from your questing, which I don't know how you could... I already have a seed! I know I can't grow it because it's rank 7, but I have a seed. You could explain it, even though it's not the greatest, man.
Good day to you, young wizard. What can I do for you?
Is it just me, or does Blossom's eyes not look like eyes? They look like vacant sockets. It's slightly terrifying.
A seed? Farley sent you. A most unusual request, but I should be able to help you. A plant's journey of life begins with it as a seed. There are many types of seeds, each with a different destiny. With enough energy, you can prepare soil of your choice in your castle, if you have one, or a planter in your dorm. Then, you can place the seed into the readied soil. After a time, it will begin to grow. You can shepherd its growth through spells and other means of caring for it, creating an environment for it to thrive. I will give you a seed. Take it back to Farley. He will tell you more.
Single dandelion seed. Oh, I can't even grow anything because I'm like rank 0 in gardening. You know what? That makes more sense. I've literally never touched it. Well, I have. Alejandro has not. Gotta separate that distinction because I have done a lot of gardening on other characters. It's really good.
Oh, you've got that seed? Fantastic. I recommend you roll up your sleeves and learn something about gardening.
Alright, I will then.
Let's see what kind of seed Blossom saw fit to give you. Oh, what's this? A dandelion? That'll do nicely. After you've planted your dandelion seed, it starts to grow. From seed to seedling, young plant, mature plant, to elder. You can use a number of helpful spells to usher it along as it grows, keeping it healthy and happy. Take a look at the row of 4 dandelions to the side of me, and examine each of them. When you're done, come back and I'll bend your ear some more, if you've got the patience for it.
Let's look at all the plants, I guess.
This is a seedling, the youngest phase of life for a plant.
The happy face is so cute.
You will need energy to plant a seed in a planter or the ground. After a seed is planted, you can use plant growth spells on it to help it flourish. Plants require some things to thrive and survive: water, sunshine, pollination, magic, and even music. Plants that are cared for with spells to satisfy their needs will advance through the stages of life. Next, you should examine the young plant. This is a young plant in its next stage of life after seedling. You can observe your plant's growth visually and by using some simple spells. The plow spell allows you to remove a plant or dirt pile if you wish to do so. The revive spell allows you to transform a wilting plant into a young plant, ready to grow once more. Now you should examine the mature plant. This is a mature plant in the fullness of its growth. When a plant becomes mature, it can be harvested. You can harvest a plant by interacting with it. Each type of plant yields a different harvest: reagents, pet snacks, gold, treasure cards, or more seeds. You can harvest from a plant as long as it's in its mature stage of life. It's now time to take a look at the elder plant. This is an elder plant, the final stage of a plant's life cycle. Many plants won't reach this stage. An elder plant can be harvested one final time with much greater possible rewards. Once an elder plant is harvested, it disappears and cannot be revived. You should return to speak to Farley.
The main thing there is pet snacks. Gardening is one of the few reliable methods to get the super snacks. The mega snacks, as they're called.
So, there you have it. Think you know it all now? Don't get carried away. I've still much to teach. I'm sad to say that gardening isn't all nurturing and happiness. Plants can be endangered by some very real threats. Take a look at the two unhealthy-looking specimens to the other side of me. Come back when you've seen for yourself what can happen.
Asparagus, eh?
This plant is wilting. It will die before too long if it's not taken care of. Plants can die if their needs are not met, or if they are killed by pests. Plants have likes and dislikes, things that encourage or discourage their growth. A plant's likes are things it enjoys being near. These can include other types of plants or gardening items. A plant will flourish if it is near things that it likes, while things it dislikes will cause it to become unhealthy. An important part of gardening is learning how to arrange your plants and create a healthy garden for them. You should examine the dead plant now. This plant is dead. Now all that can be done is to plow it over or revive it as a seedling. The greatest threat to plants are pests. Pests can infest a plant and hinder its growth. If pests are not eliminated, eventually the plant will begin to wilt and die. When a plant is infested by pests, it cannot be harvested, and growth spells will have no effect. To eliminate pests, you must use pest-fighting spells. To eliminate a pest, the spell must be of high enough rank. You can purchase pest-fighting spells from vendors throughout the spiral, or even win them as treasures. Farley can tell you more about how to get started gardening.
It's a sorry state to see plants doing so poorly, but it's important to know what risks there are when gardening. I think by now you've learned the basics of planting and gardening. If you've been paying attention, the seed Blossom gave you should be enough to get you started. I encourage you to try it out. You've already got the basic spells to care for your plant, and I can sell you additional spells and items for your garden. As you continue to garden, you'll reap the rewards in the form of harvests, badges, and even experience. I look forward to seeing you again with your newfound green thumb displayed oh so proudly. Best of luck to you.
Alright, now we're a rank 1 gardener, and we got a boom shroom as well. And we can get all of the growing and pest control spells, but I'm currently working on getting a pet, so I'm not going to buy those just yet. I'm going to wait on that and take care of that another time. Ugh. Now, where did the quest finder point me to? Marla, that's right. Let's go see what she would like as we gather everything before we get schmoovin' and groovin', as the kids say.
I just finished my report on the famous grub of Sunken City. Can you please take it to Professor Drake for me?
I mean, you could walk yourself there. But sure, I guess I'll do it for you. I'm not even his student, girl. Like, what do you mean? Alright, well, again, stick to the area. We'll pop in and talk to Cyrus and be like, oh yeah, this student couldn't get up from their chair, even though they're standing, to come give you the report. But I mean, Cyrus is kind of scary as a myth player. He's very scary.
So, you are turning in Marla's report. Well, it is incomplete. If she wants credit, I'll need a Cyclops monocle.
Oh, so she wasn't even done with it. Wow. Wow, Marla. How dare you? Think you can trick me into doing your assignment? Well, you can, because it's programmed that way. And I can't do anything about it. I don't get a choice. Choices are not real to me. Or at least I don't get to make them. I just do as I'm told. You can talk to this guy while we're passing by.
Thank goodness the headmaster sent a wizard to aid us. We could really use your help. Strange creatures have taken over Colossus Boulevard. We don't know where they came from, but they eat everything in sight. We call them gobblers. I admire you wizards. My niece studies ice magic at Ravenwood, but I'm worried about her. She said she was doing some school project on Colossus Boulevard, but I don't know why she has to do it now. Would you go speak to her and see if she needs any help? Her name is Mindy Pixiecrown.
What do you want, Diego?
Beware, young wizard. The street you now have access to contains battles which are handled a little differently. There can be more opponents at one time compared to the amount of players participating in the battle. Be very careful.
Oh, yes, in Colossus Boulevard, the fights are 2v1s. Unless someone joins. At that point, it becomes a 3v2, and then it could be a 3v4, and then obviously the 4v4 at the bottom. So it becomes a little more scary without an AoE. What's up, Balder?
I am Balder Goldpaws, a trader from far-off Grizzleheim, and I've just discovered this world. I have sailed across the great sea of skies, establishing new ports to trade my wares in. I would like to establish trade relations with the merchants here, if they be friendly. Can you help me? If Prospector Zeke is here, go speak to him. Then speak to your treasure card dealer, and anyone who sells furniture. If you can do that for me, I will be thankful.
Yeah, I know. I just run errands for everybody. What's next? Triton Avenue. We'll grab that one, and I think that should be everything, so then we'll probably call the episode there. Maybe wrap up one more thing. Just so we can fully adventure next time. And create a much more fun atmosphere in the studio. As we get everything knocked out.
The storm mill is in trouble, and I need your help. Something strange is going on down below us, and we don't know what. You might not know this, but we collect magical lightning here and store it in the storm batteries buried far below the mill. The storm batteries are in tunnels that were once beneath Triton Avenue, but now they're located right off Crab Alley. I need your help to take a look down there and see what can be done. Here's a water-breathing potion. Go to the edge of the river, near the anchor rope, and jump down to Crab Alley. Find Herman. He might have an idea about what's going on down there.
So there's the second of the optional streets in Wizard City. No more available quests. We did it. We grabbed them all. So, let's do... Why don't we do the spell quest to end it off? See what new thing we get for helping people out. Always new spells are the most fun. I don't remember this being... I already have my Blade and Trap. Do I have my Prism? No, I don't. That might be it. But there's also not a lot of undead anymore because Crocotopia has a different theme in Wizard City, so... Might also not be a thing. I don't know. I'm just the guy who works here. Oh, well, so while we're here, we can take down these guys. Yep, as you can see there, it's now a 2v1, so I gotta be more strategic about what I do. Like, I'm gonna put a trap on you, and then ghoul the one without the trap. That way I can build a banshee and knock him out in one go. Easy. This is also why most people in the game farm for AoEs as soon as possible, because dealing with two of them when you're soloing can be a bit of a nightmare. Especially in high level worlds, but by that point everyone's got an AoE. I think by around the start of the second arc is when everyone gets their AoE. Because it's level 48 for life and death, I want to say. And that's if you do all the side quests and the side streets and even a bit of Grizzleheim, you get there and it's fine. But most of them get them around level 20 and then get the upgraded 7-pip AoE. Which created also the 7-pip AoE mentality of the second arc. Fun fact! Where the fastest thing to do is just blade AoE, blade AoE, blade AoE.
Hello? Hello? Do you hear me? Oh, good! The badge is working. Orange reading. Pecron concentrations there are average. Good. Come back to Ravenwood.
In a second, Agnes, I'm going to set a mark. And I don't know if I mentioned this in a video already, but they did change the marks to be better. In which they don't go away, they cost less mana. It's very nice. I'll mark you.
That's so sweet of my uncle to send you. I'm so glad you came too. I've been doing some ice research for Professor Greyrose, but I had to stop. I really need your help. This is horrible. First the gobblers showed up and started eating everything in sight, and then these evil snowmen. They're all over the place. We must get rid of them, but there are so many. Hey, I know. Why don't you defeat some of them and see if that will chase the rest away?
I mean, you're probably the higher level ice wizard, considering the staff you have. But whatever, I'm just the errand boy. Who's gonna go turn in the daily quest. Or at least the Agnet's wall. So I need to clear out the junk in my inventory. Solar emblem bed. I don't remember where I got that. Like, most of these things are just quest rewards that I recognize, but, ability, like a pumpkin? I don't remember getting a pumpkin. I remember none of this. Oh, also, I need to buy a music machine if I have Darkmoor's theme already. Mint staff. I can hang that up because it's a Crown's only item. Wooden trunk. I'll just put that there. Solar. I guess I could pick this up and replace it. It's not really a death school thing, but whatever. Also, while I'm here, I can plant a plant. We'll do the dandelion. Actually, we'll do both. Just to get it started, because gardening is very, very important. For, like I said, the mega snacks, and they drop gold, and also some rare reagents. So I'll keep track of them and keep them alive. And all will be well.
Well done, young wizard. Good news. Your You're a full-fledged member of the Gravulum Order now. Together, we'll figure out this peculiar business. Check in each day, and I'll give you a creature or location to test. You won't need to return. I'll get the reading from your badge remotely. Oh, and take this Gravulum lodestone for your house. If you prefer, use that to get your daily assignment. Very well. Until tomorrow, then.
And that is the daily quests unlocked as well. So let me go back into the dorm. Then we can see what the daily quest is. Not the bank.
Today's assignment is to get a reading by defeating one of these creatures in this location. Good luck.
Lumbering Troll in Cyclops Lane. So if I do that, I'd get 100 gold, and then 150 gold, and then 200 gold. And the nice thing is, if I miss a day, like say I don't do it tonight, and then I do it another day, well, say I'm up to here, and I want to do one more, but I miss a day, it doesn't reset back one or all the way, it just leaves it there. Which is probably the nicest daily system in a game. Most of them would probably be like, oh, you didn't play for 900 days in a row because it was Christmas Day? Well, back to the beginning you go then. Like that, it just doesn't sit right with me. But anyway, that is probably going to wrap us up today. So thanks everyone so much for watching. Be sure to do everything to appease the YouTube algorithm. The liking, the commenting, the subscribing, all of that good stuff. Also, don't forget, there's a Crowned Army Discord in the description where you can come hang out with myself as well as fellow Crowned Army mates. But that's about it for me. So as always, stay crowned.